Hello, this is going to be a second video of the hate that light-skinned people get, and I have so much things to say about it, but like there's different shades of light skin. The same way how there's different shades of dark skin, there's different shades of light skin, and the only one who have a problem with someone claiming dark skin complexion are the ones that are insecure and jealous about that person's skin complexion, because they have an inferior superior complex in their head that they only see in their head. And it's like, if you see something as a competition, that's not my fault, because I don't have an inferior superior complex. I'm just claiming what I am because I am who I am and you are who you are. So you have the right to claim who you are, and I have the right to claim what I am, because what I am is what I am. Therefore, I will proudly claim what I am. And every skin tone has their own privileges or ups and downs based on how society perceive them and treat them. So I will say it again, every skin tone, every skin complexion have their own ups and downs based on how society perceive them or treat them. Like every skin tone have their own privileges, their ups and downs based on how society treat them or see them. So I don't see skin tone as a competition. Only the ones who have an inferiority superiority complex, who are insecure and jealous, see it as competition. That's why when someone claims that they're light skinned, the people who have a problem with it, the majority of people who have a problem with someone claiming that they're light skinned and exotical, are the ones who are insecure and jealous of that person or that person's privileges, because they probably don't have the same privileges that that person has. That's why they're insecure and jealous of that person. Instead of working on themselves, they rather project their insecurities. They rather project their insecurities and jealousy on another person, which is unethical, which is rude, disrespectful, mean, a waste of time, and like it makes you look like a bad person that you probably are. Because instead of working on yourself, you rather project your insecurities and jealousy on another person for no reason other than jealousy and insecure. Work on yourself. I work on myself, so work on yourself. Work on your confidence. Learn how to love your skin complexion, or like your skin complexion, or like things about yourself. Like, you know what I mean? So I will always claim that I'm a goddess, beautiful, gorgeous girl that's exotical and light skinned, because that's what I am. I'm an exotical, light skinned woman, and I'm proud of it. I'm a light skinned girl. I'm proud of it. That's what I am. What I am is what I am. So I have the right to claim what I am. And a lot of people, they claim their skin complexion based on how they see themselves and based on how society see them and treat them as well. So the light skin hate are people who like say that I'm tan, I'm caramel, I'm honey. Notice how a lot of people have a different thing to say about my skin complexion. So why would I let those people dictate my skin complexion? She's tan, she's honey, she's caramel, she's brown skin. I'm not brown skin, I'm light skin. And caramel is light skin, tan is light skin, I'm honey caramel. There's different shades of light skin, the same way how there's different shades of dark skin. Like there's different shades of light skin, there's different shades of dark skin. Like not everyone's gonna have specifically the same complexion, but they might have similar. But the same complexion, that can happen, but it's not always the case, unless if you're in the same bloodline of someone else. But if you're not in someone's bloodline, if you're not in someone's family, you might have some characteristics or featureisms or a little bit skin complexion that look familiar, but it's not going to be the same as that person, completely 100% the same, because you're not in that person's bloodline. You know, you're your own person, they're their own person, and you don't share the same genes or genetics or DNA, because you're not in that person's family, you're not their family member, you're not in their bloodline, you're your own person, and they are their own person. You're a stranger, you know what I mean? You're your own person, like individual person. So not everyone's gonna have the same complexion. It might look similar, and also there's different shades of light skin. You don't have to look white passing to be light skin. But notice when it comes to women, especially black women in the black community, a lot of people who are insecure will talk bad about light skinned people. A lot of people who are jealous will talk bad about light skinned people for no reason, and they see light skin as a title and a pedestal. And I understand people do put light skinned people on a pedestal. Even if you hate on them, you're still putting them on a pedestal. You're still putting them on a golden chair. They're the topic of discussion just for being themselves, just for claiming what they actually are. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of exoticals, a lot of light skinned girls, we don't have to talk bad about a person's look to be the topic of conversation, to be the talk of the town, to be the talk of the discussion. All we have to do is claim what we are, that we actually are, and be proud of it. And people who are jealous and insecure will have a problem with that. The majority of people who have a problem with someone claiming that they're light skinned are the ones who are not light skinned themselves, because there's many shades of light skin. There's many shades of light skin. You don't have to look specifically like Tinashe, Rihanna, Beyonce, or what's her name, Lotto, to be considered light skin. But like they see light skin as a title, and it's, you know, it's, they see it as something to be earned. Light skin is not something to be earned. Light skin is what you are. Light skin is your skin complexion. Like light skin is the way society treats you or sees you, and according to that they might give you some privileges, or there might be some disadvantages, ups and downs with that, you know. And you have the right to claim what you are. You have the right to claim your own skin tone based on how you see yourself, how society treats you or perceives you. That can be positive, that can be negative. So I don't like when people try to dictate my skin tone, because I am who I am, you are who you are. My experience is probably different from yours. It might be similar to some of y'all, but it's not 100% the same. So I get to dictate my skin tone because it is mine. You are who you are, I am who I am. So I get to dictate my skin complexion because in the English language, it is mine. It's not yours, it's mine. What's yours? Your skin complexion is your skin complexion. Mine is my skin complexion. You have your own experience. You have your own story time associated with that. You have your own disadvantages and privileges associated with that. So I will always proudly claim that I'm light skinned and a goddess and beautiful and gorgeous, exotical, because that's what I am. That's how majority of people see me anyways. So that's how majority of people see me, as an exotical. I'm mixed. I'm mixed more than black. I'm Hispanic. Yeah, so notice how in the black community, especially if you're a black woman and you're light skinned, a lot of people who are insecure and jealous, if you don't look like Lotto, if you don't have the same complexion as Snow White or similar to her skin complexion, they're going to claim that you're not light skinned because you don't have the same complexion of Lotto, if you know what I mean. Like they see it as competition. That's why if someone don't look like Lotto, that's why if someone doesn't have the exact same complexion of Beyonce and they're darker shade than Beyonce, they're gonna claim that they're not light skinned. But like there's different shades of light skin. Yeah, there's different shades of light skin. Someone can be lighter than you, but that does not mean that you're not light skinned. It just means that that person has a lighter shade complexion than you. But they see it as competition. And the majority of the ones that hate on light skins are the ones who are not light skinned themselves, because you know what I mean. They see it as a competition. They have inferiority, superiority complex. That's why they have a problem when you dictate your own skin tone, when you see your own skin tone the way that you see your own skin tone. Like, so I said what I said. It's true. It's true. Yeah, it's true. There's Rihanna, there's Beyonce, there's Tinashe. All of them are light skin, but they all have different skin complexions of light skin. They all have different shade and tones of light skin. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, Lotto might be more lighter than Rihanna, but she's light skin. Tinashe is light skin. Beyonce is light skin. They all are light skin, but they have different shade complexions of light skin. That does not make them more light. That does not make them less light skinned than the other person. Someone might be lighter shade, but it's not a competition. It's not a competition. But the ones who are insecure and jealous of that person will see it as a competition. That's why when you claim you're light skinned, someone that's insecure and jealous will say, "Oh, you're not light skinned because someone is lighter than you, or you're darker than someone that I know, so you're not light skinned." There's different shades of light skin. You don't have to look specifically like Snow White. You don't have to have the same skin tone as Snow White or as a white person to be light skinned. There's different shades of light skin. But when it comes to a man, especially a black man, when it comes to a man, a lot of women who are insecure and jealous, they don't see men as competition because a lot of them, I guess, want to date them. So they're not going to dictate their skin tone as much as they do for a black woman. Like, Chris Brown, his skin complexion is not white passing, but they're gonna claim he's light skinned. But if a woman had the same complexion of Chris Brown and she was mixed with black, or she's black, they would tell that girl that she's not light skinned when she has the same complexion or similar than Chris Brown. They would tell her she's not light skinned. But because they don't see a man as competition, I guess in the dating market or whatever, or in society, because like they want to date that person, they don't see as competition, they will let that person dictate that they're light skinned, they will easily give the title of light skinned to that person. But when it comes to black women, it's like they hold you to a higher standard. And it's like, it's only the ones who are insecure and jealous who do that. So I don't care. I will claim what I am. I will claim what I am because I am what I am. You are who you are. My experience is different from yours. It might be similar, who knows, but it's not exactly the same. So I get to dictate my skin tone because it is mine. It's not yours. Your skin tone is yours. Mine is mine. It comes with different privileges, ups and downs, whatever. I'm exotical, I'm a goddess, and I'm a light-skinned girl. We don't have exactly the same experience. We don't have the same perception the way the world sees us. We don't. And I will say it again. Women, especially black women, we don't have to look white passing to be light-skinned. There's different shades. Just like you don't have to look like Shakira to be mixed. You don't have to have blue eyes or green eyes and long white or Hispanic hair to be mixed. There's different, mix comes in different skin complexion and featureisms as well. Is there a stereotype on how people see mixed people most of the time? Like blue eyes, long blonde hair? Yeah. But like not every mixed person is gonna look like that. So I'm addressing the ones who are ignorant. And the majority of people who have a problem when a light-skinned person claims that they're light-skinned, who is not white passing, are the ones who are not light-skinned themselves and who are insecure and jealous of that person and their privileges. I said what I said. Because if you were secure in your skin complexion, you wouldn't feel the need to dictate someone's skin complexion and control the way they see their self. I said what I said. I'm using logics and facts. And I'm a decent person. You're not a decent person. If you're insecure and jealous and you throw your insecurities and jealousy on another person and you try to control the way they see themselves. They have their own reasons why they claim their skin complexion the way they claim their skin complexion. You think I'm going to let people dictate my skin complexion when they're not who I am? I am who I am. I'm my own person. They're their own person. We don't have the same experience. 100% we don't. And especially if I know it comes from a negative place that they're trying to control the way I see myself and my skin complexion, I'm not going to let them dictate my skin complexion. Not even in their dreams. So that's the light skin hate. If you're not white passing, only the insecure, jealous ones who are not light skinned. The majority of people who hate on light skinned people are the ones who are not light skinned themselves. The majority of people who have a problem with someone claiming that they're light skinned are the ones who are jealous and insecure Those are the ones who have majority of the time a problem with someone dictating their own skin tone. And just because someone is lighter than you, it doesn't mean that you're not light skinned. There's different shades of light skin. There's Rihanna, there's Beyonce, there's Tinashe. They all have different skin tones. There's Lotto. Lotto would be considered white passing, kind of, her skin complexion. But when I look at her, I can tell she's mixed. I can tell she has black in her. I can tell. So I said what I said. Bye, y'all. Until next time.